And again, tonight is about her sharing her story, and I look forward to hearing it. And congratulations, Katya. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. So just quick housekeeping. I know we have 15 minutes, so if you could let me know when we're down to 5.
Got it.
Because I have a long story for you. So my name is Katya Echazarreta. I grew up in San Diego. I attended San Diego City College. And yes, we have the director right here, my mentor, Rafael Alvarez. And I am the first Mexican-born woman to go into space. And the thing about that is that it sounds like a very beautiful story. It sounds very beautiful to say that. It's such amazing words and it's such a great achievement. But the truth is that getting there was not beautiful. Getting there was very real. And it is a story that is also a lot of your story. When I was 18 years old, I got some pretty interesting news. I was told that my parents were going to be getting a divorce right when I had my college acceptances in my hands to attend an engineering school that I had been working my entire life for. And I'm being told the money is just not there. The money is not there anymore, and you're just going to have to figure it out. So at the same time, my mom was never allowed to have a career. She was never allowed to get an education. We grew up in a very traditional household, a very traditional Hispanic household, and I had to make a choice. Was I going to go off into one of these colleges, take out a bunch of loans, just figure out my life and find the way to get this done? Or was I going to stay and make sure that my family was okay, that my mom's going to be okay, that my siblings are okay? I have an older sister with mental disabilities. I have younger siblings after that. And so at that time, as an 18-year-old, I became one of the breadwinners for my family with only my McDonald's salary. And that was really hard. But I knew that it was the right choice. I knew that I needed to be there for my family first and foremost. I could never feel comfortable going off and leaving them alone in that situation. So I stayed. I looked for a plan B, and I found San Diego City College. I decided to attend, and it's kind of a funny story because I decided to attend because they have an honors program, and I ended up not even taking a single honors class, but I'm just glad it actually took me there. Now, while I was there, I realized something. For my entire life growing up, I was told that community college was pretty much where you go when you weren't able to get into a 4-year. And that stigma was really scary for me because I had gotten into schools. I had gotten everything done that I needed to do, and yet I was still in this situation. And being there has been the most important thing that could have ever happened to me. I can honestly say with 100% certainty that I would not be here. I would not have gone to space. I would not have reached NASA if I had not gone to City College and joined MESA. That is a fact. So what we have here is truly life-changing. It is truly beautiful. And it really gives you the tools that you need in order to be able to go on and do what you want to do. But the thing is, and I said this once to Rafael, MESA will fight for you as hard as you fight for yourself. But that's the important thing here. You have to fight for yourself. I remember it was 2 weeks before I was supposed to go to the graduation at City College. I still had no idea how I was going to pay for school. Because even though City College and community college had allowed me to get those years done, those first couple years of my education, I still didn't have the money to go and pay for a 4-year. I had no idea what I was going to do. But the thing about my journey and everything I've been able to do is that never mattered to me. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to just not do it because I don't know the road or I don't know the way. So I'm sitting here 2 weeks before. I still have no idea what I'm going to do, but I've been accepted into UCLA. I've been accepted into UC Berkeley. I've been accepted into every single school I had applied for, except SDSU, but that's another funny story. I didn't do my oral communications class, which is a requirement, but I mean, who's communicating orally now? And 2 weeks before, I am told, I'm called into the president of City College's office, which that's scary because who gets called into the office of the president? And I'm being told that I've been accepted for a national scholarship that is not only going to be paying for my tuition, my books, it's also going to be paying for my rent. It's going to be paying for my car. It's going to be paying for my bills. And it just completely changed my life. I was able to, because of that scholarship, focus on school. I was able to go on to UCLA. I was accepted into UCLA in the top 1.5% of accepted applicants in the year that I applied. I was able to get my internship at NASA. That was kind of scary because everyone around me was not being asked back. So I remember doing my internship and just being so terrified. And I remember I was asked back once, and then I was asked back again, and then I was asked back again, before finally my boss said, you know what, this is too much paperwork, we're just gonna give you this offer now, stop applying for other places, I heard you've been doing that. So I got my offer to NASA 6 months before my college graduation. After I started working at NASA, 1 year after that, I was already a electronics lead and a test lead for the Europa Clipper mission. And that same year, I saw the application that changed my life. I saw this application for an organization called Space for Humanity, which, by the way, applications are open again, so write that down, Space for Humanity. And I decided to apply. Now, to be honest with you, when you apply for a mission to space, you're not expecting a mission to space. That is the last thing you're expecting. For me, the reason why I decided to do it was because I didn't want to regret it. I didn't want to be in a position, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later where somebody is selected, somebody is going to space, and I'm just thinking back, oh, well, shoot, I should have at least maybe tried. That was the only thing. Like, that would have been enough for me, just knowing that I tried. But something else happened, which is that I started making it through in the selection process. 7,000 people applied, and they were going to be selecting one. So 1 year later, I'm notified that I'm a semifinalist. 1 year after that, I'm told I am a semi-finalist. And then earlier this year, 2022, I was told that I was the finalist out of 5 individuals. So that is terrifying because out of 5, this is a very real possibility now. And out of 5, you know, everyone here has something that is very large about them that made them reach this finalist position. And so how are you going to actually stand out? And that's scary because the way you stand out is you, yourself, who you are. That is the way that you're going to do that. So I remember that when I went into this interview, I just poured out my entire heart, my entire soul. I actually was able to make my interviewers cry, all of them. I cried with them, to be honest. And I was selected out of 7,000 applicants from all over the world for this mission to space. And to be honest with you, I think that it's been so interesting because I was prepared to go my entire life preparing for this opportunity. If I was going to have to spend 60 years getting ready and preparing and applying and applying and applying until I got this opportunity, I was ready for that because those are the stories that you hear. So now what happens when you're 26 years old and you've already achieved your lifelong dream? You realize that this thing that was your lifetime achievement is actually just the beginning. And for me, being able to see all of these little girls, little brown girls, little Mexican girls, Latinas, showing up to school for Hispanic Heritage Month, or dressing up as me for Halloween. I mean, that is just incredible. And that is really what this is all about. It is providing all of these people, all of our people, giving them that gift of representation and allowing them to see that we can be here too, that we can do this too. And then just to wrap this up, I want to leave you with this to all of my amazing, wonderful women in here. I am often asked the question, what is it like to be a woman in a male-dominated field? Even my mission, I was the only woman out of 6. And to that I say, who's being dominated? Because it is certainly not me. Thank you so much.